Um, this is on the way. I catching the plane, and as I'm walking into the ramp, the ramp that goes from the terminal to the, the jet or the plane. It's a thin corridor, relatively thin corridor, and there was a bird flying back and forth inside the corridor. He was stuck inside the corridor. And I always take these kind of unusual signs as something that God is trying to communicate to me. And in this case, it was unusual. The stewardess and the pilot said they'd never seen anything like that before. So the plane, if I asked him if the bird had gotten the plane, he said, "Well, he got a free flight to India." So that would have been pretty shocking for that plane, that bird. But anyway, so I thought, okay, that's God telling me that my soul is going to go free during this trip. And then so I'm sitting down at my seat in the plane a few minutes later, and a lady across the aisle switches seats with the lady who's sitting next to me and sits next to me for a while, turns on her phone, and I'm hearing the Aida March, the Ascension March of Serapis Bay. And how often do you hear that song being played on a young person's phone? It wasn't for a long time, but it was definitely a long enough time that I knew what the song was. And practically as soon as that song was done, a few seconds afterwards, she gets up and switches seats again. So it's almost like she was just sitting there to uh, let me hear that song and then go away. So I took those signs as a very uh, indicative of how I felt about this trip in the first place, is that it's very important and it's going to be a life changing experience for me. And already it was having some very also powerful effects in another way, in that when I um, got on the plane, and I thought there was going to be a meal served, but there wasn't, and there wasn't even going to be water served unless I asked for it, pay for it. I didn't want to pay for it. Didn't want to drink the plastic water. Anyway, I had this, I had been sleeping but for a couple hours every night for the last 2 nights, and I hadn't gotten any sleep in the last 24 hours. So I was pretty, pretty, what do you call it? Not tired, but just, sensitive. And I suddenly realized, oh my God, I'm in this box flying for the next 4 hours without any food or any water. My mouth is really dry and I'm a little hungry. And I just went into this panic. It's like amazing, deep panic. It's like, oh my God, like claustrophobic. But because I have fasted and because I have a history of being able to go without water, it just kind of jogged my memory out of this panic and said, okay, you'll be cool. You've done this before, no problem. So this fasting has its benefits in a lot of different ways. Not that 4 hours is a big deal, and not that not drinking water for 4 hours is a big deal, but at that moment it was like such a powerful panic. That's just amazing to me. I guess it's being up in the plane where I have no choice, where if I'm in the ground, I can get water if I want to, I can get food if I want to, but when you have no choice, then it's like a whole different story. So anyway, the next powerful thing that happened was I'm at the Calcutta airport, and I was told that you could exchange my U.S. dollars into rupees at the airport. Well, I went around trying to find a place for getting the rupees, and they didn't have any. So then I'm going out to the taxis, and I'm trying to negotiate with them to take some dollars for me. And one of them says, "Well, okay, we can arrange that." And I start digging and looking for my money pouch, which I have as around my waist. It's a waist money pouch. It's hidden, right? And so I'm digging for that, and I can't find it. And it's like it's not where it always is. And I'm like panicking. Did I lose it when I went to the bathroom? And at first it was like, okay, I can handle this, no problem, But within a few seconds, I realized, okay, I'll just make a phone call. And then I said, oh, I can't make a phone call. I can't get anything to eat. I can't take a taxi. I'm stuck here. I can't do anything, nothing. I have no money. I can't connect with anybody. I can't take a taxi anywhere. I can't, I can do absolutely nothing, nothing, zero, because they wouldn't take or they didn't have any money, zero money. And then this panic, I mean, this was intense. This was like uh, an earthquake from deep inside me, just started shaking my whole being. My body was literally beginning to unravel and shake. And if I hadn't suddenly found that pouch, which I found a little higher than what it normally is, like up around my chest almost, I probably would have collapsed in the moment. I don't know. It was like an intense panic that's so deep. And I realized, my God, you must be an amazing master if you can handle experiences like this in equanimity, because I was certainly not calm about that. Fortunately, that part of it worked out. I had the money. I still had to sleep at the hotel or the airport because, or try to sleep because the taxi driver wanted way too much money in dollars, and I wasn't willing to pay that. So I had to wait all night to get somebody to exchange it in a regular place in the daytime, which was another story altogether. But we won't take up time on that.